Thank you very much, Julia. So
okay,
I think
well, thank you for listening.
This is a chance for people to ask questions if they would like to somehow indicate, and then I could nominate. I've got three pages of thumbnails in front of me, but I could see who is trying to ask a question.
I think Professor Sonia has a remark or a question there, and I would be happy to add something to that, because I was watching this now together. I mean, my parents were also watching, listening to Julia's talk, and it turns out that the world is very small indeed, but I shall tell you about that later. Okay, so Professor Sonia's question is there. If Julia, you would like to answer that, because that relates to my thing, my remarks.
Okay, I'll see if I can get them. Right. Any musicologist questions, I will ask Lazzi to answer. I warn you now.
Or Shoma.
Or Shoma. Okay, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm just trying to find a question.
The question is, can you tell more how your mother figured out that Buddha was staying in her neighborhood?
She was told by somebody, I don't know. Somebody in London who knew them both.
And how do you know, so what was the relationship between them? So between George Budai and your mom?
Well, they were lovers from 1933 to 1938.
Okay, that's it.
They never met after that, although they lived so close together.
Okay, so that's a well-known thing. Wow, right, good.
There is another question by Marian. Would you like to ask, Marian, or shall I read it out?
I'm not sure if I remember this correctly, but I seem to remember some of your father's music appearing on Associated Board music syllabuses. Is that right? Or
it's certainly in the Australian piano syllabus. I'm not sure about the one here.
Yeah. Thank you.
And James, you've got to go. Sorry. Anybody else? Any questions? Sylvia, can you see any other questions? Sorry,
No, I can't. Sorry, no, there is no other question. I'm just waiting for people to.
Okay, well, we'd just like to say thank you very much, Julia. It was very interesting indeed.
I have a question, if I may ask.
Yes, please.
I had an aunt. She died about 40 years ago. Her name was Tierfeld Lily. She was a violinist, escaped from Budapest, and ended up in 1946 in London. She married an Englishman.
Yes.
I know the
name. I know the name, yes.
Oh, great. Could I possibly get in touch with you? Because I know nothing about her artistic effects, except that I have a beautiful picture of her dressed in Hungarian and holding the violin.
Well, I know nothing about her. I just know the name. I don't think I've got any information. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you so much.
Ferry, we'll get that piano recital done sometime.
Julia, I would just like to say that there is a new series on Hungarian national television, Elindultam Szép Hazámból, which is the first line of a folk song.
Yeah.
Which says, I come from my homeland. And this is a series about Hungarians who emigrated from Hungary and started a new life somewhere abroad. And I just was thinking maybe this would be a very nice opportunity to show the life of Mátyás and Lila. nationally in Hungary, because I think, well, in England, a lot more is known about them than here.
Yes.
In Hungarian, you can read just only so little about these fabulous people.
Yes, they're not in England. He was regarded as a Hungarian composer. In Hungary, he was regarded as an English composer, and he gets ignored from both sides. But yes, we have done our best.
And it's
2005 to keep it going.
That he has made the name here, and I'd like to just say how amazing it's been this evening, and how you've brought his entire life here to life. And thank you, Julia. It's fantastic.
Thank you. Hi, Danny.
Thank you very much. I think we're going to, yeah.
Any more?
Hello, Julia. It's Alan here.
Hi, Alan.
Maddie and I thoroughly enjoyed that. Congratulations.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Lovely.
You know more about the dance than I do, Maddie.
Well, we enjoyed so much meeting your mother. I'm only sorry I never met your father.
Yeah.
Of course, I know his music.
Yes, you do. Probably better than quite a few others. Hi, Tunde.
That was so interesting, Julia. I particularly like the way your father didn't want to be put in a box. And
no, he wasn't boxes.
No, he's a man of my own heart. I believe in that absolutely. You shouldn't put genres in boxes. You should take a chance and learn every little aspect of music and everything that comes up.
By the Fountains of Rome is still on a jukebox somewhere in Japan. Yeah. Much to my amazement. But yes.
Julia, while we're on screen, I used to live at the malting house in Newnham, and I was looking in the guest book once. It had T.S. Eliot amongst other people, but also Kodai, if I've pronounced his name correctly. He signed and wrote a note in that same guest book. I don't know whether either you or Simon were around in those days. I haven't got my chronology absolutely right.
No. We only moved here from Oxford in 1979. So.
From Oxford, I see. Yes.
Yeah.
You made a passing reference to number 9 Adams Road.
Yeah,
and
extraordinary place.
I've got Alice Rowton's book, the book about Alice Rowton in front of me here.
Yeah.
I remember going there as a child because I lived in West Cambridge. But did any of your family know Roberto Gerard or Gerhard?
Roberto, yes, my father knew him.
And Poldy, his wife.
Yeah, and his father, I think. My father.
I don't remember the father. I was too young, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen the coach house where Roberto lived. Yes.
The coach house. That's at the back of Thorny Creek.
At the back of number 9. Yeah.
Yeah. Not quite the back of number 9, but yes, I know what you mean.
Sort of back and next to, yes.
Yeah.
And Carbocossa lived there, didn't he, in the gatehouse?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. We had this discussion. We met at Peter Scupham's summer party. It was my Aunt Alice who ran the house at 9 Adams Road. It was her home. And it was open to everybody and anybody. The doors were never locked. There were refugees from all over the world. There were broke PhD students. There were all kinds of people turned up. The police would ring sometimes and say, look, we have another gentleman of the road who can't get in anywhere tonight. And say, oh, send them along. And so it was just an open house. And it has been until a couple of weeks ago, her son died. And now I'm not sure what's going to happen with the house. But we did have a move to make it into a house for scholars in migration under the aegis of Trinity College, which is Geoffrey's old college, Alice's son's old college.
Well, that would be a good thing for it to do, yes.
It would be very appropriate, yes.
Yeah.
And the house had almost not changed in 50 years, I should think.
Absolutely not. And the oak room is exactly the same, with the same, instruments lying around all over the room, and horsehair protruding from all the sofas and all the rest. It was always absolute chaos, but very creative chaos.
Yeah, windows falling out. Oh, it's a fantastic place.
A wild garden. Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes, but very good. I mean, there's a huge amount of ground there. You could be self-supporting if you wanted.
Oh, well, they had a farm there for a long time. And, they had all kinds of animals wandering free range and all kinds of turkeys you have to break going out the back door. And when I was 4, I remember being sent out to play in the garden because obviously my mother, who was an immigrant photographer here, became great friends with Alice. And they were having a chinwag in the kitchen. They sent me out. It was a sweltering hot day. And I reappeared very quickly immediately afterwards. And Alice said, I thought you'd gone out to play in the garden and you were going to swim in the pool. And I said,
get out.
There's a very big pig in the pool. And she said, so? And out I went again. No excuse.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Anybody else got any good memories? As we probably shan't.
Cutty, yes, please.
First of all, thank you very much, Julian. That was very interesting. I want to say that Bob and I seem to be the only people in this group who actually knew Budai.
Ah, right.
We met him several times, and if I make an effort, I'll find the things that he's written to us or sent to us. He was
that would be great. Yeah,
sending home-drawn
Christmas cards. Yeah,
which were wonderful. He actually wrote a book about Christmas cards, the history of Christmas cards, and of course he illustrated the history of Hungarian literature with portraits of the most famous Hungarian writers and all that. He was certainly very interesting, but a very sad man. I mean, he was already in this, I don't know, retirement home or whatever you want to call it, asylum.
Yeah, it's a mental hospital, yes. Not there anymore, unfortunately. No.
Well, anyway, so that's, I can input a little bit if you want.
That was lovely. So, Catty, you've now had most of the talk I was going to give you in Oxford.
Yes, certainly. Yeah. And one or two, Tommy Doobie, who was talking a moment ago, is from the Hungarian Oxford group. So at least one or two people joined from us as well. Right?
Yes, thank you, Cathy.
Yes, and I see Howard and Jocelyn are there too.
Yeah, certainly. Okay.
Haven't been washed away by the flood yet.
Pretty near. Yeah, thank you very much. And
okay, well, lovely to see you, Cathy.
Yeah, okay.
And if nobody else has any questions, it's lovely to see you all. And thank you very much. Agnes, did you want to say something?
Yes, and Margaret as well. So Agnes first and then Margaret.
Yeah, I put up my hand. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yep.
Okay. Well, thank you, Julia. I enjoyed this. Mateusz's brother, George or Joseph, and he seems to be the mystery brother.
Yeah.
So I take it you don't know anything about him at all?
Well, all I know is what Shoma has sent me, which is a record company label and 2 clips of an address after the family went to their new address near the Kodai Korund.
Okay, so
but I don't know anything else, no.
Your cousin Eva, was she also related to Mateusz or through your mother?
To Lilla.
It's just because I was wondering if Eva knew anything about Mateusz's.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
She never mentioned him, no.
Well, she did write a Hungarian book. I don't know if you know.
Well, she wrote her autobiography, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw it, whether she sent you an English translation.
Yes, she did, yeah.
And she doesn't say anything about Mateusz's brother there?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, then I'm not going to bother to look for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Agnes. Nice to see you.
Thank you for the talk. Thank you.
Thanks.
Margaret Saunders.
Hi, Mugs.
Hi. It was lovely. So many memories of your mother. all those years back.
Well, you knew her in the 60s, of course, yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
And goodness, wasn't she beautiful?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep, she was.
Yeah.
You've known me longer, I think, than anybody else on this screen.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Yep,
She
definitely.
was almost second mum to me in lots of ways.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were at school together from 1960 to 1967.
68.
Kik ezek az együttek, ami
Ismerősök lehetnek, hát
Szerintem
honnan tudjam én ezt. Lacika, 2 muzikológus van egyébként a szöveg szerint. Nem tudom, melyik férfi volt.
3.
Laci?
3.
Megcsinálod jól? Jó.
Magyar élet, láttuk.
This is the Staho family in the background.
I thought so, yes.
Anyone
Sounded like
else? Thank you, Margaret. Anyone else? I can't see any more hands.
I'd
if
just
not,
like to say, well done, Julia.
Yeah, if not,
You
then
put together a terrific thing. And there were
Thank
some
you.
things that we couldn't include, like the jazz, because we didn't have enough time.
No, we couldn't really get that off
and
the
we
CD.
didn't have the right format either. But anyway, you really did your family proud. And I'm so pleased that I knew Lilla for over 30 years, and I just wish I'd met your dad.
I wish so too. Hi, Latsy. How are you? Latsy?
Perhaps he's gone. We are now only 28, 20. Okay.
Well, yes, I'm not surprised.
Okay.
Can I make a comment, Julia?
Yes, please do.
It's just such a tragedy that Hungarians have to leave Hungary in order to do anything.
Well, and now, yes.
The vaccine against the virus were people who left, and your parents clearly were people who left, and it's very sad. I speak as somebody who's just been offered Hungarian citizenship, and I'm about to take it up in order not to leave the EU, though I'll be living in Vienna, not Budapest. The CEU has been kicked out.
Yeah.
So sad. It's so terribly sad. It's sad about CEU, and it's sad about all the other great Hungarians who've had to leave the country in order to do what they wanted to do and to do what they're able to do.
Well, it's criminal what they did to the CEU, Howard. You should still be there.
Yeah. And they're doing the same to the Film and Theatre University or college or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Club Radio,
that's closed, yeah.
Listens to Club Radio among Hungarians, that is not won't be available except on the internet.
Yeah. Oh well, will it be there? That's good.
Yeah. Yes. So for us, it's all right.
Yeah, but they've taken over the Academy of Sciences too, haven't they?
Oh well, yes, that happened sometime ago.
See what's going to happen there.
Yeah, not positive. No.
No.
Fortunately. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well,
everybody.
Happy to see you all.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Julia.
you.
Thank you, everybody.
Oxford, Cambridge, Hungary, wherever.
Yeah.
Lovely to see you.
Bye. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you, Julia. Well
Thank
done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Bye, Daniel, Tunde, all the people in Szeged.
Bye, Danny.
Love you all.
Good to see you,
And
Daniel.
thank you, Julia, particularly you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Ferry. Okay.
Thank you, Julia. Well done. I'm glad I was able to
Thank
join.
you, Mary.
Lovely, excellent.
Good to see you.
Yes, and we managed to get Philly joining in as well. Anyway, nice to see you. Well done. It was really interesting. Bye for now. Bye, Simon. Nice to see you too.
Nice to see you.
Right.
So that was good, Jules. That really worked.
Thank you.
Went very well, Julie.
It went like a train.
Thank you.
Slightly out of control, but going very fast.